Hey guys, Dave Anderson here, Helicool's Helipad. PARTriSha was getting a little bit lonely since I've been working on Malachi quite a bit, so it's time to get back to work on PARTriSha. Besides, I'm a little bit behind schedule. This cab, this engine, this transmission, this axle was supposed to be out of here by the 4th of July. Obviously that didn't happen. Alright, I'm standing basically in front of the axle underneath the cab of PARTriSha. Standing right in here. And I'm just getting the last few things pulled off so that I can get PARTriSha's cab off. Got to get that done so I can get to the engine. Man, if I ever had to do a rewire of this, that would be a bear. But these rubber parts come out and they have a little split so that you can get the hoses and whatnot out of it. That'd be a nightmare to have to try to rewire this thing. Well, let me show you what the problem is, why this won't go out. Duh. Right down there, there's a flange in the way, so I have to get this rotated or remove this somehow, but this is kind of blocking it. Well, a couple things happened last night. One is skinned up pretty good. I'm not even going to show you my leg. But I fell off of, I was standing on the hub and fell off of there and kind of skinned myself up. But the good positive thing is, there is a big area right here that a huge component is missing. And that is the victory. And there it is. Came out in one piece. As soon as that bracket was out of there that was right down here holding it in, the whole thing just slid out. I was able to pick it right up out of there. This of course was after I fell, but I was determined to get it out. So I guess the fall didn't hurt me too bad. Now then, I'm gonna have to build some kind of plastic piece or some kind of aluminum piece to basically close this back up, because I don't want that open to the elements. Who knows when this engine is gonna see life again, so I want it all to be good to go when that happens. But it's a huge area that was taken off of there. I've still got a whole bunch of other things to pull off before this engine is ready to be moved, but made some really good strides yesterday. I basically got well, there's the bracket right there that was holding that piece in, but I got all of this removed, all of the wiring removed, some more tubing. There's a pipe. So got some really good progress yesterday. Pretty happy. All right, so I made this template. I made it out of some fiberglass. bathroom board. But I'm going to cover up this hole. Basically, if I was to use some kind of dissimilar metal to cover up this hole, you obviously want to use some kind of protectant in between the two metals, because if not, it might cause some electrolysis between the two metals, and electrolysis leads to, you guessed it, rust. So make sure that you at least get a little bit of gasket sealant, or use some kind of plastic or fiberglass material that won't cause any electrolysis. Alright, should fit right on there, just like that. Beauty. Just like a glove. Alright, since I got the cab tilted up, I've got 2 more wires I need to take out of this to go all the way back to the polarity distribution block. And in order to get to it, I need to get a lot of this other stuff out of the way. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Well, I can say officially that the cab is ready to be removed. Everything is off except for the hydraulic lift and the bolts that are bolting the cab to the frame. It is ready. Can't believe it. I gotta get ready to grab this engine too. Parts are flying. Well, it looks like I just got the alternator bracket removed. Had 4 bolts holding it on there. They were 13mm, and of course the 2 over here. Had to remove the hose that was clamped on here so I could get to that one, which was really difficult. Also had to remove this as well. Just made it a little bit easier. Alright, this is the transmission oil cooler. Just got to get this one loose because it slips off. The other one removed. And this is the transmission oil cooler. It's basically an exchange unit between the water and transmission oil. Alright, while removing the starter, don't do what I just did, and that is to trap your wrench against the frame, because this thing only ratchets one way. It trapped it against. There is a way to get it off. You have to loosen up all the other bolts and then finally wiggle this forward so that you have more room between the wrench and the frame, and you can finally start wrenching on it again to get the last bit of that bolt out. What a pain. Alright, as one might expect, you got to go full beast mode to get that out of there. Right in this hole here. You see it? Right there in that hole. All right, this thing, it weighs a ton. I don't know how much, but it is deceptively heavy. Oh my gosh. Full beast mode to get that out. As you can see, of course, this is where it starter engages. You can start to see, there we go. We start to see a little bit of wear right there at the very teeth of that. As it must be just engaging in, is starting to wear those teeth. Right in front. All the rest of it looks pretty good though. I'm telling you, that's about 70 to 80 pounds, if it's a pound at all. I don't know what the heck this is all about, but I had to get all this silicone off of here to expose all this. I guess they didn't want this rusting or something or other. Anyway, grabbed it all off. I'm going to be salvaging this part. Alright, starter hole is sealed up. A little piece of tape just to hold it on temporarily until the gasket sealer is cured. Well, hey guys, I want to thank you for joining me on this cool adventure. Of course, this is the driver's side of the engine. Big gaping hole here, big gaping hole there, and we're making some progress. Next time, it'll be the fuel control system, the secondary fuel filter, and the fuel water separator on this side. The other side, it will be the turbo. We're going to continue on with some stuff with Malachi and get back to PARTriSha here shortly. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. Hey guys, you know what the deal is. By all means, you guys be safe out there, and God bless. Hey guys, thanks for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, click on that like button right down there. If you'd like to subscribe, click on my face, and as always, leave a comment. That is how you support this channel. Thank you so very much. I'll see you guys next time. Hey, don't forget to click another video now.